Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nettie here. I am in a different background and you can see I am actually inside Civ's closet today. There's Civ.
Hi everyone.
Well, we have some questions that we were going to answer for everybody. So I'm just going to get right into it because we have quite a few and we want to get through them all. So here we go. The very first one is from Sarah Rose Jean. Hey Sarah. She has my question. What does your family think of your luxury habit? And I'm always curious about these things. So we're going to answer that for you. So Civ, what does your family think?
Well, my family is, I think they're quite okay with it. They don't really have a they're not really big on luxury goods, but they're happy for me, and they know that I enjoy what I enjoy, and I don't really spend any money on anything else but my luxury goods. So.
And I'm pretty well the same. My family's really happy for me that I can buy these things and enjoy them. And also, because I also try and, give them a few of the things that I have as well. I'm always looking to,
share the love.
Share the joy of luxury goods. So everybody's fine with it.
From Junior_Sodi, what was your worst and best experience with an essay? Love you both.
Thank you.
You want to start?
Okay, my worst experience, I've never really had, I haven't had a bad experience with an essay. I've always been really fortunate with having really good experiences. And my best experience was going to Chanel in Paris. I had a wonderful essay that helped me get all the things that I needed. He gave us, me and my mother, champagne and just really treated us so well. So never had a bad experience yet. What about you, Civ?
And you know what? I don't really have a really bad experience for myself, but actually RJ has experienced some bad experiences, but it's not about him today, is it?
Unless we bring him in.
That's right. But now that you did mention Paris, we did discuss this, RJ and I, and Chanel in Paris, they were absolutely wonderful there as well. But I'd say at the Louis Vuitton store in Champs-Élysées, I had two sales associates, and they just bent over back for me, and there was this one sales associate, I wish I would know her name, actually I think I have her card down below here, and she was really good because it was 15 minutes prior to closing and she stayed in late and she was really patient with me. And then there was one bag I was looking at, and another customer walked up to take a look at the bag, and she was quite protective and said, just wait, we're still looking at the bag, and she's really good about it. And we got really good service with the whatever we wanted, champagne, coffee, espresso. Yeah.
Great. I always find that when you go into these luxury stores with a positive attitude and you treat the essays well, you're going to get the same in response.
Yes, so true.
That's always been my rule of thumb. Just don't, go in there positively and, kind of know what you want, and then they'll be able to help you a lot better.
Actually, I'm going to add to that. When I was reading this question, and I asked RJ about this, and he goes, I know the answer for sure. It would have to be Hermes in Paris. Mm-hmm. That would be your best and worst experience. Mm-hmm. Because they're torturing you because you weren't sure if you could exchange your bag, but yet that was your best experience because they came through for you.
That's right. So goods and bads with everything, I think. The next question is from my wonderful Ineswilde. Hi, Anna, if you're watching. She's asking both of us, you both look lovely. Thank you, Anna. And here's a question for both. Which bag do you prefer for summer and which for winter?
Oh, okay. So for me, for my summer bag, I like to carry a crossbody, something very colorful. And my two favorites, well, I'm picking two, so I'm kind of breaking the rules. But my two would be the Celine Nano Tote and my recent purchase, the Louis Vuitton, How come it just blocked out of my Capuchin's bag? The pink one.
The
If I'm-
beautiful, beautiful Capuchin bag.
Yes.
And for me, I think you guys all know which my favorite for the winter, and that is my Gucci Boston tote. I mean, I use that all winter long. And for the summer, that's really a toss-up right now, because I have been going between my the Palm Springs Mini, the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs Mini, and my Neverfull. Those have been my two go-to bags for the summertime.
Oh, I'm
So-
really surprised. I would think that your new square chevron.
Really, it hasn't been, because I've just been really obsessed with the Palm Springs Mini. I don't know, it's just been the bag. Next question.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Deciding between. Oh, this is from Heather.Dar. And deciding between Alma BB or favorite MM, which would you think is the best? Well, I do own the favorite and the Alma, but mine is the Alma PM and the favorite PM. And it's totally two different bags because we're comparing a top handle versus a shoulder bag. But I just recently purchased the favorite, and I would say I probably like the favorite bag more because it's more versatile. And where do I have it? Oh, okay.
She's just going to go get it, and because we are in her closet, she can do this.
Yeah.
And by the way,
So-
you guys, this
There you
is a
go.
gorgeous closet. Oh my gosh, you guys would die for it.
So I think this is a great, I would totally choose this bag over the Alma bag. It's smaller, but it's so versatile. I'm loving this bag because you can beat around with it during the summer. Matches everything. It's got the chain and the longer shoulder strap that goes with it. And
And this is a bag I would really consider getting, because I've been looking at it. So, I've been looking at getting something a little more casual. I know I have my two Chanel minis, but I thought, getting something like this for the summertime, it would just be great.
yeah,
to
it's really
run
carefree.
around
You don't
in.
have to worry about, color transfer. I hope not yet. Anyways, but it's great. I love it. Yeah, so I'll be back because I like to put things back after.
Okay, next question is from the Hermes addict. Hey Shane, he says, when are you going to be in New York? Oh, well, hopefully soon. I'll see you soon. Probably in August, I would think. August. So let's catch up then.
Okay, let's see here. Junior_Sodi. How much is too much for an SLG? So actually, maybe this might be a good question for you to answer because I'm not really big on SLGs.
And I love SLGs, especially the Chanel ones that I have purchased recently. And how much is too much for an SLG? I would think anything over, if you're looking at Chanel, anything over $600 for a small SLG that you're going to use every day. But I love the Chanel Zippy coin purse, and that I think is around, I think I paid either $475 or around $500 for that, but it has been worth the money that I paid for it. And when we're talking about SLGs, it's like, you think $500, I could get so many other things. But the Chanel, if you're looking into luxury items and luxury SLGs, I think that is like a great starter piece. And it's come in so handy. I took it to Europe with me. That's the only wallet I took with me. And also in this trip to Vancouver, it's the only wallet I took with me. And it fits perfectly in all of my mini bags. So I think that is a great item. And so, long story short, I think anything over and above $600 is going over the price for an SLG. Next question is from Ladyloveslv, and this is for both of us. She says, "Hi, ladies." Hi. It's a real pleasure to see you post, and she says, your style and bring us IG's lovers. And she says, how did you two lovelies meet? How did we meet?
Well, we met basically through YouTube. That's how we met.
Yeah.
And I think when we started talking, you mentioned that you were from Vancouver, and I think that was the first connection that we had, something common, and
Yeah.
I just love her channel.
And then Civ emailed me when she first started, and then I just started, talking to her on YouTube, and she had such a great channel too, and I was like, let's get this going. And then we decided to meet last Christmas, and it's like,
hey, and
good
we
friends.
meet again. Yeah, that's right. She was one of the very first channels I started watching, and I just loved it. And that's how she was one person that kind of got me started into doing YouTube, I guess, as a hobby.
And then there's another question. She says, Civ, what do you do for a living?
The most asked questions, I must say, on the comment section on my videos is, what do I do for a living? And I've been quite personal and private about my life. But basically, all I can say is that I am self-employed, and I do have 2 careers. And I've been doing what I've been doing for 25 years now. I just hit the quarter-century mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like a 4-part question. She goes, how many Chanel brooches does a lady need? And do metals work with any accessories? And then the 4th question is, what's the best way to organize earrings and delicate jewelry? So do you want to do the brooches?
Well, the brooch, I only own the one, which...
And I own 2. I have a silver one and a gold one, and I think that's perfect.
Yeah, one of each.
One of each.
Yeah, I could use the silver one. There hasn't been much silver brooches
Yeah,
lately.
silver is hard to get with Chanel. So.
I've been kind of looking, but there hasn't been
And then
much.
what's the best way to organize earrings and jewelry and delicate jewelry? I'll let you answer that because you have more than me.
Well, actually, I don't have too much. I'm pretty simple with my jewelry collection. And if you've watched my jewelry collection or organization video, you would know how I organize it. And I just put together a new system here. And
I'll link that in the comments below if you guys are interested. Because I'm looking at her organization right now.
Take a shot, and then you can incorporate.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll show you how Civ has done that.
From Nguyen_Kim and 79. Hello, ladies. I was wondering if you know of anyone who is able to buy a Kelly at an Hermes boutique without having bought anything else before. And I don't particularly like any of their other merchandise, and heard you must have a purchase history with them in order to score a Kelly bag. Thank you, and love you both.
Aw, thank you.
Well, I've heard that as well, where people have accumulated purchase histories so that they can get on the list to purchase their Kelly or Birkin bag. But from experience for myself, when I was able to obtain my Kelly bag, I did not purchase anything from that particular store. I have purchased a few items from the online store and back at my local store, but I'm not sure if they are able to find that history online or not, so I really don't think it makes a difference.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other YouTubers that have had videos on their experience with Hermes and saying that, in a lot of instances, they haven't bought a lot from Hermes, but they were just fortunate to go into that store and hook up with a good SA. And I'll put a few of those other channels and the Hermes experiences they had right down in the comments below if you're interested.
And also, it really depends what you're looking for, because if by luck they happen to have whatever's in stock that you're looking for, then lucky you, I guess. Yeah.
So just do it. Okay, so the next question is from Danapret. She's saying, so fun, great. Questions for both ladies. Do you plan out your luxury purchases, or do you head out for a day of shopping and buy something you love in the moment?
I definitely plan my purchases for sure, 100%. I'm not a real impulse buyer. It would probably be on my wish list, and I would think about it, and if I happen to see it, then I would buy it. I can't say I've really impulse bought anything here. Bags-wise, shoes for sure.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think bags, I put a little bit more forethought into it because of the price. Although the Palm Springs Mini was, I wouldn't say an impulse buy, because I did think about it. I knew, like, I let it simmer for about a month before I actually bought it. But every other bag was pretty well, thought out, and I knew when I was going to buy it, and made sure I had the money and funds for it. Next question.
Okay, we have here thenaladiaries or thena. How would you pronounce that?
Then,
Aladiaries.
yeah.
Something else. Yeah, I just love the both of you. Can you recommend an everyday tote for work? I don't want to buy Neverfull only because I have several LV purses. I have tried Tory Burch and Michael Kors, but was disappointed with my totes from each brand. Any other suggestions, or should I just go with the Neverfull? Thank you both. Hugs.
Wow.
Well, I never own a Neverfull, and the reason being is because I find the strap kind of thin, so I've never purchased that. So, and if I have a tote, I would probably put a lot of heavy items, and that's...
For me, I use a Neverfull for work, and but another suggestion I would make is Longchamp. A lot of people have mentioned how great Longchamp is for as a workhorse bag, and you know you can't go wrong with Longchamp because it is a very carefree bag, and you know
It's light.
Yeah, light. You don't worry about the rain, and it's very easy to clean, and it carries a lot.
The only thing, it's not a structured bag.
Right. So it's, you know, you'd have to think about that. But I love my Neverfull for work. I use it all the time. And I put my laptop in it, and it does a great job. The only thing is, you know, you just always have to worry about the vachetta. But if you get the damier bin, then you don't have to worry so much because it has the treated leather. So just other suggestions. But if you don't want to go with the Neverfull, I would look into the Longchamp for a tote.
A lot of people like that Goyard,
Now,
but I'm not familiar with
yeah,
that.
Goyard is really great, but Robin A. just did a review on the Goyard, and she indicated that, you know, if you really want to use it heavily, she wouldn't suggest getting that because it's very thin fabric and it may, you know, damage it. It's nice for just a regular everyday tote for handling everyday stuff. But if you're really going to use it every day for work, you know, you might be disappointed. So that's just something to think about. And I'll put her review in the comments down as a link so that you can go to her channel and look at that. Oh, so the next question is from alwayshopeso. She said, it's very similar. How long do you research or think about your next handbag purchase, or do you impulse buy? And so I think we already kind of answered that question. So go back a few seconds ago.
Yeah. And the next question I have here is from SSM_TSH, and is a repeat question as well. What do you ladies do for a living? Actually, I answered and you haven't, so maybe it's your turn.
I'm a project manager for IT industry in the financial services. So that's what I do. And the next question is from janetocallaghan. She says, hi Nettie and Civ. Hi Janet. I've noticed lately that a lot of luxury brand YouTubers purchase the latest luxury handbag only to turn around and sell them fairly quickly. Have you ever purchased on a whim based on YouTube popularity and regretted it? Much love to you both. Thanks, Janet. Go ahead.
Well, has Instagram or YouTube influenced me? Most definitely, 100%. But would I say them influencing me has made me regret my purchase? No. Usually when I purchase my bags, I do try to keep them for a long period of time, and that's kind of contradicting what I said, because since I just uploaded a video, I'm not sure if you saw that I'm selling my handbags that I just posted today, and I explained the reason why I've put them up.
Yeah. And me, I haven't sold a lot of handbags, so, but yes, YouTube has made me purchase them, but the ones that I've purchased I really wanted as well. Like the Pochette Matisse was a big YouTube craze. I purchased it as well, but even when it was a craze, I had wanted it 6 months before it really took off. I knew I wanted the bag. And I love that bag. I never regret buying it. I use it all the time. And so, no, I haven't regretted any bag that I've really purchased.
And I almost jumped on the bandwagon for the Pochette Matisse, but haven't quite gotten there yet.
Not quite there yet. We'll bring you over to the dark side. I've got a question from my beautiful Trina Levers. Hi, Trina. Hi, she says, Nettie, will you be getting any Van Cleef? And Civ, will you be getting a matching earrings?
Well, I love VCA. Probably not earrings, but I have my eye on another bracelet. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I've been doing that for a while now.
RJ, if you're watching.
So once you start, you can't stop. You just want to get them all.
And me, you know, I love the brand. I love to see it, but I think for me, it's just a little beyond my grasp right now, and it's something that I would really have to think about saving up for. There's still a few other things that I want before it on my list, but if I win that lottery, I'd like buy out the store.
$504 million on the Mega Millions jackpot. Did they have that in New Jersey?
we have
Did you buy?
jackpots. I always buy.
Oh,
like, someday.
I just drove to Point Roberts yesterday to buy my ticket.
There you go.
Yeah.
Will you buy me one?
You know, I need to put this on record. If I win the $504 million lottery, I will definitely buy you something Van Cleef.
There you go. What a pal. Next question.
Okay, where did I leave off? Okay, I don't really understand this question. It's from Faizaimrankhan. You want to attempt to pronounce this?
Faizaimrankhan.
Love you both.
Oh, sorry,
love
guys.
both of you. Yeah. Can one make YouTube as a full-time job? Is YouTube your job? No, it's not my job. I only do it as a hobby.
Yeah, we both do it as just a hobby. I think you could do it as there's a lot of YouTubers that do it as a full-time job, but they've been really fortunate and been very successful and get sponsorships by a lot of other companies to support them and pay them for advertising and stuff like that. So I mean, there are quite a few of them out there that do it for a full-time living. Mm-hmm. We do do it for fun.
Yeah,
just for fun. The next question is from moomookitty 1923. I love your name. She says, how do you handle negative comments from friends or family about your luxury purchases? She says, my adult children aren't into Chanel or Louis Vuitton, and they don't understand how much it makes me happy. I tell them I've raised them, and now it's my turn to enjoy life. That is a very good attitude, I think.
Yes.
But how do you deal with negative comments?
I don't really get negative comments from my friends and family. Number one, RJ is super, super supportive with all my purchases, and I have a son, and he's quite conservative, but yet he understands, and he has no issues with me buying what I buy, and it's totally opposite because I've done what I've done for him, and now it's my turn. He totally understands that, and
yeah, and I don't get negative comments. I mean, Bob's really supportive. He rolls his eyes a bit, when I mention how much I spend, but on the most part, I really don't tell him how much I spend on a bag because he just would not understand.
Actually, you know what? For me, it's the opposite because with RJ, I think I've created a monster. Because bags are not my big thing. I just love shoes. I spend a lot of money on shoes. And now I've kind of got into... Yeah, he's kind of gone on, as you can see, the shoe bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm looking at his shoe area, and he's getting into shoes.
Yeah.
She's made a monster of him.
Okay, so the next question is from someone used to be from Vancouver. Wendy's _ the loving 50.
Hey, Wendy.
Wendy's got a YouTube channel as well, so check out her channel. And she was originally from Vancouver. What are each of your favorite movies, books, songs, and food? Love you both. You might want to answer this question because I'm not a big reader. I just listen to whatever's on the radio. And favorite movies, I don't think I have one right now.
What about food?
Food? My favorite food is probably Japanese Korean food,
Yeah.
I'd say. Favorite movies, Up, the cartoon. I love that movie.
And favorite movies, I'm an old-time movie buff. I love the movies from all the 50s and, the old-time actors, the Gene Kellys, the Grace Kellys, Audrey Hepburns. Give me, Turner Classics every day of the night. I'll watch that over top of anything. Books, I love books that are fiction and that will just take me and carry me away. The most recent series that I read was the Ransom Riggs, his series of books.
Sorry, I gotta grab this. There's hair hanging like.
Thank you. It was Miss Peregrine's School for Peculiar Children, that series, which is coming out in a movie in August. And songs, I'm like from the old 80s era, so I love
80s.
a lot of 80s music, disco, Madonna. Oh my God, give me old time music something that I can dance to or salsa to. That's what I love. And food, I'd have to say my traditional Mexican food. Love it. So next question is from gbeumers. She goes, I'm thinking to buy a new bag and I'm in between the Miss Dior Pochette Promenade in the slightly larger size or the YSL monogram satchel in black embossed leather with the silver hardware and tassel. What would be your advice? Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, I'm not familiar with that YSL bag that you're talking about, but the Promenade I was considering purchasing that while I was in Paris. But that's a really beautiful bag, and it comes in a lot of really nice colors. So I do really like that bag, and I think that's a great bag if you're going to choose that as an alternative to the Chanel Walk. But what was the other bag? It was the satchel?
The YSL.
It's kind of hard to
Yes.
compare because it's a totally different type of bag. So.
And it just depends on what you're looking for lifestyle-wise. So I always go back to what's going to fit your lifestyle the best at this point in your lifetime. I mean, it may change, but right now, what are you getting the most use out of? So just consider that when you're buying something.
Okay, this is from sarahthenelizabeth. Love you both. My question is Chanel lambskin or caviar, which do you prefer and why? Can't wait for your Q&A.
Wow. What do you prefer?
Well, you know what? I have to be honest, and I love lambskin in the beginning because I just find it more luxe, and to be honest, I always thought that the caviar looked a little bit cheaper than the lambskin, and I always chose to go with the lambskin until my blue paint incident with my GST bag. So while I was at work, I got some blue paint on the GST and it's a caviar, and it was my only caviar bag, and RJ managed to take that off. And since then, from my past lambskin bags, I've been starting to get some color transfer on them, so you do need to be more careful with them. So in the long run, investment-wise, I will actually be considering transitioning to caviar from this point forward.
Yeah, and for me, lambskin, I love lambskin, and my boy bag is lambskin. Although I had a little bit of a problem with that. You guys all know the story that it got scratched, and as much as I love that bag and the luxe of that bag, I don't think... I'd never say never, but I don't think I would buy another lambskin bag again, just because they're a little more fragile than the caviar. And my GST is caviar, and I've had no problems with that, and it's taken abuse. So, I'm probably leaning towards more the caviar.
And
family.
And that's what I said. I said I'm going to start buying caviar. And my most recent purchase, what did I do? I ended up buying lambskin. Yeah.
But it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But it's gorgeous.